Good afternoon, and welcome to the worldwide premiere of the 6th episode of the Build Your Path series, How to Become an Electrician. Please stick around after the video because we'll have a Q&A with our sponsor, Stanley Black & Decker, and our on-site firm, TEI Electrical Solutions. Please feel free to ask questions and give comments. We'll be able to answer them live. And now, let's get back to our premiere.
Any system that involves electrical wiring is usually installed and maintained by an electrician. Almost every building has electrical power, communications, lighting, and a control system that is installed during construction and maintained after that. These systems power the lights, appliances, and equipment that make people's lives and jobs easier and more comfortable. Hey everyone, Angelica here from Build Your Path. The topic of today's video, electricians. Electricians are a vital part of the built environment because they provide the light and energy we use and rely on every day. In addition to installing and maintaining electrical wiring, electricians may read blueprints, inspect electrical transformers, and make repairs. In terms of work environment, electricians can work indoors or outdoors, but that varies depending on the job site. About 10% of electricians are self-employed. So if you want to start your own business, becoming an electrician could be for you. As a skilled trade, most electricians start their careers off with an apprenticeship, getting on-the-job training and going to school at night. Now, we take a brief second to recognize the gracious sponsors of this video. Stanley Black & Decker, our title sponsor, is on a mission to be a force for good. This means inspiring makers and innovators to create a more sustainable world. This role relates to helping solve the world's challenges, such as climate change, income inequality, and workforce development. Stanley Black & Decker empowers students and makers, especially women and people of color, to pursue careers in the STEAM education and the trade skills. Stanley Black & Decker is connected with the community in Maryland, engaging in career exploration with students, sponsoring trade schools and maker spaces, and challenging the status quo of a typical career. When you think of an electrician, you probably think of residential electricians, ones that work inside your home. But there are more types of electricians than you might realize. Commercial electricians work on much larger projects, including offices or even malls. Industrial electricians work on power plants, chemical plants, manufacturing facilities, and more. Low voltage electricians are among the fastest growing careers in the industry. They work on internet systems, fiber optic networks, and security systems. Being an electrician is considered a trade career that generally requires an apprenticeship to become licensed. Although the primary requirement to become an apprentice electrician is a high school diploma, many aspiring electricians attend technical school. Apprenticeships typically last 4 years, and from there you can go on to attain a journeyman status. Many go on to become master electricians, which requires additional education and professional experience. All right, now it's time to hear from an actual electrician. We went on site at TEI Electrical Solutions to hear what Tina had to say. Can you take me through a typical day in the life?
6 o'clock on the dot. We clock in on the iPad and then we get into the job site, and if I was doing something the day before, I can just kind of get right back into that groove. And I'll typically be sectioned off with a journeyman who can give me some guidance as to what we're doing and how to do it, and supervise and make sure things go smoothly.
Why do you think apprenticeships are a better alternative than college?
As someone who did get a degree, the broke college student thing was very, very real. I worked 30 hours a week through school and I had nothing to show for it because it was not great money. Whereas with the trades, the moment you start, you have a really great pathway. You have a career that you're working towards. And then the other aspect of it would just be, I have a skill that no one can take away from me. And there's always going to be a need for it. That was another reason why I wanted to go into the trades. If I have a problem with anything electrical at my house, I can solve that. I don't have to pay someone, I don't have to call someone, I don't have to wait.
What do you enjoy most about your job?
I love solving puzzles. My favorite thing that I get an opportunity to do at work is install conduit, because it's a puzzle in which I get to create the puzzle pieces and put them together and map everything out.
So what do you like most about working at TEI?
Well, I like the people that work at TEI. TEI is very receptive when I tell them that I want to hone in on a certain skill, or I think a certain person is a mentor to me. They listen to that. It's been very helpful, considering it was a big change for me to move into this industry.
Can you give advice or any pointers for people who are not used to working as a team?
You know, listen to others and their ideas, communicate effectively, and really, really legitimately care about like the well-being of everyone else, because if you don't do that, then you're going to just sit on the sidelines or let someone else sit on the sidelines.
What does it mean to be a woman in the trades?
When I decided to do this job, it was not anything about trying to like affect change. It was, wow, that sounds like a good career, you know, like that. And now that I'm here, I guess I should probably try and help where I can to let people understand more about the job. I'll do my duty.
Inspiring others. Maybe some young girls will look at this and be like, I can do that too, and then get more women and other people in it.
I hope so. I would like to get a better pipeline to the schools. Some of the young people there, and you know, obviously young women I would be excited about wanting to go into the trades, but so far there isn't a good pipeline.
Hopefully it comes soon.
Yeah, hopefully.
Or build it, maybe bend it.
Yeah, I could
Just bend the pipe.
bend it with the bender over there. That'd be good.
Well, thank you for showing me around the warehouse and giving me more information about electricians.
You're welcome, and thank you for having me. I'm glad that I could be here and share my experience and hopefully rally some troops.
Okay, so you've heard from me, and now you've heard from the expert. What do you think? Spark any ideas? Is becoming an electrician something worth checking out? I'll leave you with this. Being an electrician is an awesome career, and here's why. Make money right away. As an electrician, you can go right into the workforce and earn while you learn as an electrical apprentice. Earnings potential. In the Mid-Atlantic region, typical electricians make $60,000 or more, while master electricians can make well over $90,000 a year, all without any school loans. The gender gap is closing. Long considered a male-only profession, women, like Tina, are increasingly joining the trades. And companies are evolving to make the workplace safe and welcoming. Demand. The construction industry needs to fill over 400,000 construction jobs this year alone to meet demand. There will always be a need for tradespeople, electricians especially. Have any questions? I'd be shocked if you didn't. Think of Build Your Path as a resource for those thinking about entering the workforce. Click on our links below to help you better navigate the next steps of your career. Finally, we couldn't do this video without our sponsor, Stanley Black & Decker. Find their links in the description below and be sure to follow them on social media. That'll do it for me. Angelica signing off. Bye!
Well, there you have it, the premiere of our newest episode of the Build Your Path series, How to Become an Electrician. I'm Jennifer Sproul, president of the Maryland Center for Construction Education and Innovation, for the nonprofit behind the Build Your Path series. Our mission is to develop, promote, and connect career opportunities in the built environment. I'm joined here today with representatives from our title sponsor, Stanley Black & Decker, and featured company, TEI Electrical Solutions. Before we get to the Q&A portion, can you each take a moment to introduce yourselves? We'll start with you, Frank.
Hi, I'm Frank Murphy, president of TEI Electrical Solutions.
And Christina. You're muted.
Hi, my name is Christina Hum. I'm a third-year apprentice at TEI Electrical Solutions.
Chanel.
Hi, my name is Chanel Kenny, and I am Director of Engineering here in the Power Tools Division at Stanley Black & Decker.
Please.
Hi, I'm Elise Corson, and I'm a Program Manager and Electromechanical Engineer at Stanley Black & Decker.
Great. And Melissa.
Hi, everyone. Melissa Cropper. I'm a Senior Channel Marketing Manager for our Amazon and e-commerce pure play accounts.
Awesome. Nice to meet you all, and thank you all for being here. We're going to start with some questions for our sponsor, Stanley Black & Decker. Elise, can you share with us how Stanley Black & Decker is working to close the skilled trades gap?
Thanks, Jennifer. I'm so glad you asked. This is something that's really important to Stanley Black & Decker, obviously, and our users. It's so important to us that we actually are launching the Global Impact Challenge. Through the Global Impact Challenge, we're granting $25 million to funding vocational skills and retraining programs, specifically in construction and manufacturing. So over the next 5 years, we're committed to awarding this $25 million to organizations that are providing these economically viable jobs and empowering our workforce with these really important trade skill sets to fill this skilled trades gap.
So, Chanel, we've heard that there's some of the ways that Stanley Black & Decker is investing in the trades, and maybe you can go into a little bit more about the Empower Makers Impact Challenge.
Oh, absolutely. As Elise alluded to already, there is a $25 million commitment that Stanley Black & Decker has made to empower makers. And all we're looking at filling this gap. And as you heard in the video, in the U.S. alone, there are 430,000 jobs that need to be filled. And we're trying to help fill those jobs with skilled workers. So as Elise mentioned, over the next 5 years, Stanley Black & Decker is committed to working with organizations that are creating viable skilled workers for the trades and making sure that there are avenues for individuals to get those skills and to get viable jobs and to fill these trades jobs. So anyone that is interested in the Empower Makers Grant, you have until October 31st to get in your application, and all the links will be available to you. And also, October is Maker Month, so when you click on Stanley Black & Decker's social media, all you have to do is hashtag Think a Maker, and you can also enter for a chance to win a Power Tool giveaway. So again, $25 million in grants to viable skills and skill-related trades over the next 5 years through Stanley Black & Decker Empower Makers Grant. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. Now, Melissa, our video featured a revamped product line for Stanley Black & Decker, the electrical hand tools by Irwin. What makes this line of tools ideal?
Yeah, we're super excited to feature the new Irwin Pro Touch grips that were shown in the video. Really exciting launch for SBD. The updates to these products help provide comfort and control via the 2-zone contoured grips. These have actually been laser heat treated as well that maintain the ductile jaw for maximum strength, increased precision, and the urethane coating also helps for greater longevity. So we're just excited to launch this new innovation. You know, that's a really big pillar for our company and help continue to empower the makers via these awesome products.
That's great. Thank you. And just so you know, those hand tools that you donated to us have gone to Christina. So we've got a third-year apprentice using those right now. So
awesome.
Speaking of Christina, we're now going to hear from TEI and our resident electrical expert, Christina. Can you tell us, you made a huge jump from teaching middle school to becoming an electrician. What would you tell those people who are watching who are considering a similar career change? Did we lose her? I know she's on a job site, so I think she's been having some trouble with her connectivity. So we'll go with Frank for now. Frank, can you share with us some ways that TI invests in its employees?
Absolutely. Sorry we lost her there, but anyhow, we believe, and our whole HR department has a major focus on what I'll just call culture and career development. And since that's the one major pillar there that the focus is, so it's, like you say, it starts with the apprenticeship as the very first piece of one, training and education, but also funding that training and education. and then taking that further into, and glad to hear, as she said in the video, of people, what she liked, and then create that culture that people can see, and we continue to invest in their career development to the next levels after apprenticeship, electrician, and then the future paths they can take.
That's great. I see we have Tina back. Tina, are you able to hear us?
To say anything?
Well, if you can, could you tell us, what would you tell people who are considering a major career change like you made?
Well, the first thing I would say is that it's a really scary thing to do, to go into a completely different field. And it's very risky, but the fear is unfounded, and it's actually not as risky as people think it is. And when you are excited to try something new, it's easy to learn the new skill that you're trying to learn. And it's better to take that risk and make that jump. I mean, I'm really happy that I made the jump, and I was really scared before I did, and now that I'm here, it's really not scary at all.
Awesome. All right, well, it looks like we got it in just under the wire there. All right. Well, Frank, the last question is for you. An electrician is obviously just one career path in the electrical trade, but many people may not know that. So what are some other career opportunities at TEI?
I mean, that's a great point. And there is, that's just the beginning of this career path, hitting that point of an electrician. Obviously, you go through the apprenticeship, you get to the electrician level, but we have literally had people start the apprenticeship and jump to another career path within the company. If you're someone that enjoys technical, or IT, they got into where they would draw more of a drafter in 3D, CAD, doing that type of work. But even so, as you go through the electrician path and get to that point, there's usually a point there where you are literally either technically driven, or you may be able to take that skill set and lead others. So there's opportunities of just, if you're a technical person, become great at different avenues that are in the industry, whether it be systems, testing, or just being the best power person out there, but you're just very technically driven, and you can continue to to climb the career path there technically. The other opportunities are out there is you can become a supervisor and lead projects and lead people. But then there's other opportunities that in project management, there's estimating. So there's a lot of ways to go with this. And again, just getting to the electrician level simply just gets you to the beginning of a great opportunity.
We actually just had a question come in through YouTube. How long does it take to become a master electrician? Frank?
You can do it in 4 years. Everyone can kind of pace themselves, but you become a journeyman electrician in that 4 years, and you have 4 years of on-the-job training. Typically, I would say it takes another 3 to 4 years to really master the skills if you really put your mind to it. But it's some others it could take longer, but you can drive your own schedule based on your absorption level.
It's my understanding that it's a very small number of electricians that have actually gone on to become master, percentage-wise, of the overall trade. But I know Christina had mentioned that she is aspiring to become a master electrician, so that'll be really awesome to see that someday. Okay. So, well, before we go, I'd like to point out one thing that Christina was also a recipient of the MCCI scholarship this past year. And for those watching, MCCI gives out 4 scholarships every year to Marylanders who are studying or training for careers in the built environment. And we cannot give out those scholarships without help from our community. So next week, we're kicking off our first scholarship fundraiser for the 2022 recipients. We have a huge selection of items that we'll be raffling off, including Hershey Park tickets, a tailgating basket that includes a Yeti cooler, a $250 Hilton gift card, and 2 round-trip airline tickets anywhere in the continental US. So thanks so much to our amazing board members who made these generous donations. And please help us to raise funds for the future of our industry by buying raffle tickets. The link to buy them is on the screen now. And if you follow us on social media, you'll get notifications when the raffle is live. Finally, I'd like to thank our video production firm, Rockshore Media, for doing a fantastic job on this video and our others. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe to our videos so you don't miss our next one. The next one's coming out in the next few weeks. So stay tuned. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.